Hey guys, what's up? This is Electric Type, and I'm back with another Wi-Fi battle against my good friend Cobalt. This is a rematch from the one that I posted a few days ago. He leads with his Torterra this time, and I'm going to lead with Amber, as I always do. I'm going to taunt this Torterra because I don't want it to set up any rocks or leech seed or anything like that. And then I set up my stealth rocks. He goes for a rock slide. Amber avoids that. I still got my sash and everything, so switch her out of there. And I send in the Joker. The taunt wears off. He goes to the leech seed. Not a big deal. I go for the reflect. And then he withdraws the Torterra. Sends in his Caesarian again. Go for the light screen. Now my team's protected behind all my screens. So I switch out of there and go into my Chubs. He's going to U-turn for some damage. And switch in Regna. That's a pretty sexy looking Nido Queen. Then he switches back into his Caesarian. I guess to I don't know. Not sure. Neither one of them is going to take an Earth Power very well. Chubbs decides to go for another Earth Power in case he switches or anything. Gets a critical hit. That takes out the Caesar. Goes back into Regna. And Chubbs is going to Earth Power again. Probably should have seen that one coming. I don't know, it survives on very close, and it's going to go for an Earthquake. He probably knew he could survive one Earth Power, but I wouldn't risk it. He goes for an Earthquake, and that doesn't even kill the Chubbs. The Chubbs survives on like 8. He decides he better get out of there, switches into his Hot Kano, and Chubbs is just going to explode. Anytime I'm left with like 8 HP, I don't risk it. I just explode to try and take anything out. But it's not very effective. But that is a good chunk of damage on his Hot Kano. So now I send in the Royal Flush because I know that Hot Kanos can't touch Royal Flushes. And I go for the sub as he sets up some mid-game stealth rocks. I still got my subs, so I go for a Dragon Dance. And he just roars me out of there, so that's a pretty good move. Now he brings in my Gravy. And Gravy's all like, you better get out of there, Hot Kano, because I am packing Earthquakes, and you do not resist those. You're actually very weak to them. So that's Gravy taking out a Chubbs twin. Now he goes into his Torterra. Gravy's packing Ice Beam. So that's going to be super effective against Torterras. And the giant tree that grows on their back. Now he goes into his Congo. I decided to switch out of there because I know that Congos are going to outspeed and go for Earthquakes. He just goes for the Grass Knot. That's not very effective against the Joker. There he goes for an Overheat, but there's not very much that I could have went in to take it. It's super effective, but he does get the special attack drop. So now I'm thinking that with that drop, he's not going to be able to hurt anything. Plus, so I've got Amber who resists that. But he just switches out, goes into his Hippowdon, sets up some sand, and Amber's gonna Earthquake. Hippowdon takes out like a champ. Pull Amber out of there again. Send in the Royal Flush because I'm pretty sure that anything a Hippowdon has, it can take. He yawns, trying to force a switch, I believe, but Royal Flush is the only thing I got that's gonna take out a Hippowdon. So I just stay in and go for the waterfall. It's super effective, but it doesn't kill. So this Hippowdon's pretty bulky, I guess. Starts cursing, but it's kind of a little bit too late because now I'm going to outspeed. No, curse was a good idea because I'm falling asleep. So now I got to pull a Royal Flush out of there, and I send in my Gravy hoping he'll go for another curse, but he doesn't. He just Ice Fangs. And that's going to take Gravy right down to 0 HP. But in one last attempt to do some damage, the Gravy is going to Poison Point, and that's pretty good for me. That's going to take the Hippowdon, slow it down slowly. Now it's down low enough. Gambit can come in, start outraging. Gambit's just mad as hell. Now he sends in his Regna, who is very low already. She's not going to be able to take an outrage. Gambit is on a roll. Doesn't get the there's the confusion. So I only got 2 turns for the outrage. So pull Gambit out of there. Send Amber back in as a death fodder in case. The Congo is going to go for the close combat. And that's going to give Congo the defenses drop. So I'm thinking that that's pretty good for me. Anything that I bring in is probably going to be able to kill this thing now. Go back into Gambit. Outspeed. Kill with the Earthquake. EQ. Congos do not take Earthquakes well. And that was a great game. A lot closer than the last one, I think. But still not a win. And Chris is asking for some Pokemon to salve up. So next time we battle, he's going to have an even better team. And I'm going to have to play even better to beat him. So stay tuned, guys.